Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone, especially to you sir. So I'm Afra Amil and I'm the presenter number 21. So my topic is all about global interdependence. So when we say global interdependence, is everything in the universe is interconnected and dependent on each other. So this concept of interdependence is also relevant to the idea of global citizenship in the contemporary world. So where people and countries are increasingly connected and dependent on each other for various aspects of life such as trade, migrations, and environment. So, ibig sabihin, everything in the universe is kumbaga magkaka-connected daw sila sa isa't isa, including yung tao and then yung country. So, ibig sabihin, ang interdependence is relevant to the idea of social citizenship in contemporary world na kung saan is yung mga tao is kumbaga it is increasingly connected such as yung sa trade, migration or yung paglipat ng isang tao sa isang bansa and also yung environment. So, global interdependence is refers to how the different regions, countries are interconnected. And kung ano ba yung magiging galaw ng isang country and kung paano nito maaapektuhan yung isa pang country. And this interconnected is mas pinalawak po or expanded having a progress to national borders and now it is include trade, finance, and environment. And sa mga numerous issues naman, ito na yung sa climate change. So, when extreme weather can disrupt the supply chains and damage the transport, infrastructures and is necessary for trade in goods and they're restricted to people's ability to travel and also yung economic inequality and sa pagkalat ng mga sakit which is yung sa like COVID-19. The next one is factors affecting global interdependence. So, global interdependence is the term used to describe how different elements such as economic, social, political, and environmental ones are interconnected and how they all contribute to the complex and dynamic phenomena known as globalizations. The modern world is significantly shaped by a number of variables including cross-border migrations, cultural influences, and interrelated political systems. In addition to economic interdependence, which is a significant part of global interconnectedness. So, explains that global interdependence says that it is a term used to describe how the different parts of the world are connectedness or included yung economic and social and political environment and paano nagkaka-connect and how they work together to create the complex phenomena we call globalizations. In a modern world is significantly shaped by the things like people moving across board or the movement of people from one country to another. And through cross-border, malaki yung factor nito sa global interdependence because it leads to the cultural exchange. Lalo na yung mga Pilipino na nakakapag-asawa ng mga afam o so therefore yung culture ng asawa nila is na-apply din nila sa sarili nila and both of them. And also yung political system which is refers to ways in which the political systems of different countries are influenced one another sa pamamagitan ng international organizations like sa UN, the United Trade, the World Trade Organizations, and yung sa ASEAN. And in addition, economic interdependence which refers to the interconnectedness of new economies through trade, investment, and financial flows. The next is global interdependence to consider trade and economic interdependence. Given that trade is one of the main forces behind globalization, this is likely the most obvious subject. It is crucial to take account the advantages and the disadvantages of free trade agreement, economic integration, effects of economic inequality on international interdependence. So, ibig sabihin, ang trade and economic interdependence is the forces behind the globalizations because trade and economic interdependence is a considered aspect of global interdependence because they demonstrate the interconnectedness of national economies. And it is also important na i-consider natin kung ano yung magiging disadvantage or advantages ng free trade agreement, economic integration, and kung ano yung magiging effect nito when it comes to economic inequality on international interdependence. The second one is environmental interdependence. The effects of environmental degradation are easier to see as the world gets more linked. Environmental problems including resource depletions, pollution, and climate change affect all nations regardless of economically developed they are. Ibig sabihin, when it comes to environment is mas madaling nakikita yung mga issues sa ibang bansa through social media. So therefore, the environmental problems including resource depletion or yung pag-aubos ng mga pinagkukunan and pollution and also climate changes is kumbaga naaapektuhan nito yung lahat ng bansa kahit gaano man kaunlad yung ekonomiya nila. The third one is political interdependence. So when we say political interdependence is the idea that choices taken at the national level can affect those in other nations. And this can apply to concerns like immigration, human rights, and global security. So when we say political interdependence, ito yung pagkakaisa ng mga bansa through politics. So that idea or choices na ginawa ng national level na kung saan naapektuhan nito yung mga iba't ibang bansa. And this can apply to concern to immigrations or live permanently in a foreign country, including human rights and global security. And next is the cultural interdependence. Although it may be the hardest to measure, cultural interconnectedness is a significant part of globalizations. Exchanges of cultural concepts, belief, custom can have a significant influence on society and can serve bind together various cultural groups. So, ang cultural interdependence is napakahalagang part ng globalizations because through exchange of cultural concepts, a sharing of beliefs and custom is malaki yung influence nito sa ating society because it can be the way para magkaisa yung mga magkakaibang kultura. Lastly is technological interdependence. Technology develops have it made it simpler than ever for people to interact and share information across international boundaries. However, there are concerns associated with this technological dependency, including cybersecurity issues and possibility for a wider gap between those who have access to technology and those that do not. So, ibig sabihin, through technology is malaki yung development niya sa tao or sa atin because people are easier to share informations across international boundaries or kahit gaano man kalayo yung pagitan nyo is you can share the informations or you can communicate through social media. So example is pag may family tayo or kasosyo tayo sa ibang bansa is very easy lang natin siya mag-contact. So however, this technological interdependence is may mga kailangan din tayong malalahanin. So including dito yung cybersecurity and possibility for a wider gap between those who access to technology and those who not. The next one is steps toward global interdependence. Working together, global interdependence necessitates a collective effort involving various sectors of society such as governments, corporations, non-governmental organizations, and individuals. To achieve goals interdependence, the following measures would be taken. So the first one is promote international cooperation. To tackle the worldwide issues such as climate change, economic disparity, and proliferation of unconscious disease, it is imperative to have international cooperation. Why we need to promote the international cooperations? Para alam natin or matakong natin na kung ano nga ba yung mga worldwide issues na nangyayari sa ating bansa, such as yung economic disparity and also yung mga contagious diseases na kung saan pwede siyang mangyari sa buong bansa or sa nations. And also yung sa international cooperations is kailangan na makipag-cooperate tayo sa kanila para madagdagan yung knowledge natin about future for everyone, and also it is about the protecting our planet and ensuring a fair and prosperous future, and also it is all about the preserving our heritage to generations to come. The third one is encourage a global citizenship. To be a global citizen means acknowledging the interdependence between individuals, communities, and nations, and taking accountability for our actions that affect others locally and globally. So means as a citizen, we must aware kung ano yung ugnayan natin between interdependence and as an individual. So communities and nations is kailangan accountable tayo sa mga ginagawa natin and ano yung magiging effect nito sa iba, sa mapag-globally or locally man yan. So for example is as an individual, kung paano mo i-respect yung magulang mo is as a global citizens is treat everyone in the world respect even they are different from you. The fourth one is promote fair trade and ethical consumptions to ensure that producers developing countries receive fair compensations for their products. Fair trade promotes equitable trade practices, which means promoting fair trade and ethical consumptions is it's all about creating a more just and a sustainable world. It's about making sure that everyone is magkaka-benefits from the things that we buy and not just the companies that sell them, because it's all about the making difference with every purchases we make. Lastly is support education and knowledge exchange. Education and knowledge sharing play vital role in enhancing the compensation and cooperation among diverse cultures and regions, which means supporting education and knowledge exchange is essential for building a better world, and it's about empowering individuals, building stronger society, solving global challenges, and promoting innovations and preserving our cultural heritage. And also it's about creating a brighter future for everyone, and also yung sharing and knowledge is kumbaga malaki yung benefits niya or rules niya para ma-enhance yung compensations and also yung cooperations ng mga iba't ibang cultures or regions sa